Good morning, breathers, and ahoy.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. I have to say that with a little ahoy.
Ahoy.
I don't know. It's
Why are you
Friday.
putting so much emphasis on the H?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm Stewie Griffin today, I guess. I don't know. Cool whip.
Wait then.
Cool whip. But it's Friday, so, we've made it this far. And I got to tell you, I'm glad you guys are here because did you know that this past Tuesday or possibly Wednesday was supposed to be the rapture?
Oh.
Is that right?
Yeah. The South African pastor determined that last Tuesday, the 23rd, or possibly the 24th,
Yeah.
was the rapture.
Chalk that up to yet another failed attempt of a prediction of the rapture.
Yeah.
Like a
Well-
2012 sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if I should say I'm glad you're here because I suppose if there was a rapture and we're here,
Yeah,
it's
I
'cause we
was
missed
trying
out.
to walk this through my mind. I'm like, what does this mean? when you say-
Maybe I should say, well, we're still here, and I don't know, but
I'm glad he was wrong.
I'm glad he was wrong. There you go. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe there's only like 6 people that made the cut, and so we just didn't realize it.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But
All right, fair enough. All right. Well, as we've kind of established, we have joining us today. We have John the Voice.
ahoy.
Ahoy, and you've promptly put your phone in Tim's.
Yeah,
stand.
the new stand. I was watching that the other day. I was like, oh, there's a new stand.
There
Well,
you-
I must take advantage of this.
And you have it. And of course, we can't do anything without SPP in the house.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy. I'm not Skipper. You can't say Skipper. Can't do that.
It's like knee-jerk reaction at
Muscle
this point.
memory.
Yes.
It is. It is.
Ahoy to you, my lad.
Ahoy to you, my lad. There you go. So, well, let's just start this off right away and get this going. The Southeast Iowa Video Network is powered by KCTC.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Casey.
Casey.
And all our friends at KCTC. And the 3 of us, are powered this morning by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Willie.
Willie.
Thank you, Willie, and all the Hy-Vee Fast and Freshes that are all around. So, I don't know if you want to talk about this or not, John, but you did a little recording on Monday, I think.
We did actually. So Kiowa, Keith, and I, we play as a duo called On the Rocks, and we went up to a little studio called Flat Black Studios. It's outside of Lone Tree. It's like this barn out in the middle of nowhere. This guy basically
Well, who knew Lone Tree had a
had a
studio?
recording studio. Yep,
Yeah.
we put 16 songs on an album, and we'll be kind of releasing it in, I guess, phases, because that's what you do these days. I guess is a couple songs at a time. I don't know. That's what they tell me.
Okay.
But so in early October.
So because I don't know, but are you still releasing CDs or albums or
No, so
it's just all digital?
it'll be all digital. Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be on every platform like iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, like all that stuff. It'll be fun. We were joking and said, hey, you have to, when you release anything, but then especially when you release covers, because this is all an acoustic album.
Right.
An acoustic cover album. You have to go through a distributor, which the one we're using is called DistroKid. Anyway, you load up all your files in there and you do all the things, and they take care of getting all the licensing for you, and you just pay one place.
That's
and
what I was
then
going to say. So
yeah, they just handle everything, right?
Yeah.
And then they make sure, whenever, if something buys it or, whatever else, that the artists get their cut, and whatever else. So it's obviously, it's not going to be like some massive money maker for us by any means.
No.
But we wanted to make it so that people can, actually, stream this and have it, wherever they want. And then we were joking with the fact that we were like, well, guess what? If, we're out at a local bar or like something like that and they have like touch tunes, whatever, like, will this actually,
Right.
because you get the permissions for all these things,
Right.
you might be able to pull it up on a jukebox, which would be kind of hilarious.
That'd
Just
be,
to be like,
you go play your own song.
yeah,
in a jukebox.
just what a complete,
So-
narcissistic move to play your own song.
Hey, why wouldn't you though? It's
the
there,
jukebox.
right?
Yeah.
Plus every quarter you put in the jukebox or $1 or $10, whatever it is, but
Sure.
you get a cut back on it.
Sure, it's you just sit there and pay yourself to whatever. but it was really cool, and so we got the files back, had a chance to listen to it. It is kind of a weird thing, like sitting there listening to
yourself.
in a studio, but it'll be fun. So I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, we're open to release that by I think like the 3rd of October. We're trying for by next Friday.
Oh wow!
So we'll see what happens, but
So that's pretty fast turnaround time
It
too.
is. It is. It doesn't take super long to do some of these things. So
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty quick.
Okay.
Pretty quick.
And then you hear all these the Taylor Swifts and all the big people. Like you get pennies per song or something. I mean,
It's like, yeah, I mean, they get, I mean, like
by the time everybody takes a cut of it, I
yeah,
suppose.
exactly. And then that's only too is if someone buys, it's like at this point, most people just pay for streaming,
subscription,
which,
right?
which that, I mean, I would encourage everyone to do that because it's like, why would you pay $9.99 for an album if you just paid $9.99 a month for Apple Music or whatever, and you could stream everyone's album? Like,
Right.
I've never understood. I had a full blown argument with a local business owner in this town who, if I called his name, everybody here would know it. He's like, no, this is just, it just makes sense to do it this way. I'm like, that's so dumb. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, you 10 songs and like for the entire year. And I've already, you've already outspent me. And I'm like, that makes no sense to me. But
Right.
anyway.
So
it's
okay,
hilarious.
well that's awesome, and good luck with that, and hopefully it goes, and I'll listen
Yeah.
as soon as it hits Apple Music. I'm all over it.
That's the same. I am not a big Spotify guy, but a lot of people are. So.
Yeah. I'm kind of an Apple nerd, so I'm all about that. Cindy says ahoy this morning to friends near and far. David's here. Jeff's here. Denise says welcome back. My mom. I saw my mom yesterday or day before. I can't remember. Day before. So, Jeff, big Saturday in Fayetteville tomorrow. Arkansas versus Notre Dame, first ever meeting. Jeff, I hope it's a good. I hope it's a good Saturday. I'm not holding out a lot of hope, but who damn pig is right. And by the way, only Notre Dame can be 1-2 and still ranked the top 25. John, your thoughts?
Yeah, I have. I was just gonna say, it's so true. They are such a media darling. They have been for so long, and it's like, they think that their resume, might still deserve a shot, because of, despite the setbacks and whatever else, close losses to strong opponents could be, strength of schedule and reputation, right? You have all these, different things out there. But I agree with you. It's ridiculous that sometimes certain teams, and it was like when Alabama got in, like a couple years ago, whatever it was in the playoffs, and it was just like, okay, this is just because this is
just because it's Alabama.
Which I love the fact. Can we just sidebar for a second? I love the fact that, like, yes, Saban's a great coach, he was a great recruiter, and like he's amazing and all that stuff. Once he's gone, when everyone started being able to pay their players, all of a sudden Alabama's dominance just ended immediately. Isn't that odd?
When everybody started to pay their players above board.
Yes, like legal, and like when everyone could come to the table and actually, do this in the open.
Right.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it strange that, like,
Isn't it strange that Indiana is now a playoff team?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
you just, you got guys like out at Texas Tech. They have this billionaire, the alumni dude. It's just like, you know what? I want this. And you know what? Based upon the rules of the system as it, currently is constituted, that's what it enables you to be able to do.
Yep.
So,
That's
all's
right.
fair, love, and war, and NIL, apparently.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they said Texas Tech's payroll is huge, and this is back to basketball last year. I remember them talking about this. They got a Toppin guy that plays basketball for them. He's making like $4 million.
yeah.
As a basketball player in college.
Yep.
Crazy. So, yeah, NIL changed the game.
David is right. It is Ryder Cup Day.
It is.
I'm looking.
Is it one day or is it like multiple
Oh,
days?
it's like the
it starts?
weekend.
Yeah, I think it's today, tomorrow, and Sunday, I believe.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the trash talk that already began between McIlroy and good grief. Hello. Huge brain freeze. Guy that hits the crap out of the ball, plays for the United States.
DeChambeau.
Preston DeChambeau, yeah. Yeah, I love it already. And then, so the other I saw a video. It was like the other day, like Rory was fixing his collar with a button, and someone's like, "Rory, you don't need a button to choke." And everybody was dying laughing, and even he was laughing. He was like, "Oh, okay, that was a good one." Like it was pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's today, tomorrow. The unfortunate part, and I probably, to be honest, won't watch a lot of Ryder Cup anyway. But tomorrow, there's a lot of good football games. It's football Saturday and Sunday. They're competing with college football and NFL.
There is a lot of good football games going on this weekend. That's why I'm like, the Ryder. You could wake up Saturday morning, put the Ryder Cup on because it's gonna be going on early. Mm-hmm. Transition right into some college football. Early afternoon.
Is it early? It's in New York. It's not like it's in.
Yeah, the Ryder Cup, like the coverage, I think starts at like 7 a.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I didn't know. I know when it's across the pond.
Yes.
It's like at 6 a.m. or 4 a.m. You can get up and watch it. But
Yeah, but I mean, like if it's 7 here, I mean it's already 8 o'clock in New York, so it's like, hey, they're open. I would think that they are there and up and at 'em by that time.
they're professionals.
Yes.
So, yeah, knock the dew off the ground a little bit. So, found this story. I thought this was interesting. I think you can appreciate this. A woman was looking at her wedding photos. I don't think you have this story on your sheet. So,
Okay. I'm trying to read ahead.
nope. A woman was looking at her wedding photos several years ago now and saw just this random guy was in the photos. And she's like, oh my God, somebody crashed my wedding. And so she was like on a mission to find this person. So for 4 years, she searched for this random dude that was in her wedding photos. And she finally, through Facebook and through whatever else, she tracked him down and confronted him and said, why did you crash my wedding? Well, as it turns out,
Oh boy, I'm wondering where this is going.
well, it's just kind of an uncomfortable situation for this poor guy. So his partner was in a wedding and he didn't know any of the people. I don't know if they were like newly dating or lived wherever, but it was in this wedding and had to go to the wedding quite a bit earlier than he needed to be there. He wasn't in the wedding, but he was going because his partner was a bridesmaid, right?
Okay.
They told him the wrong church. And so he showed up at this other wedding and he didn't know anybody at either wedding.
So he just assumed.
So
that-
he just went in and sat down.
and then whenever
And then the
wedding
bride
party
walked,
comes out,
then the bride walked out, and he didn't apparently know the bride, and this was not the bride. So he's sitting there, and he goes, "I didn't want to be rude and walk out in the middle of the ceremony." So he sat through the ceremony and got pictures from the back. He's in the background of a lot of these pictures. He didn't like pose for a picture,
Yeah.
but anyway, he just showed up. He stayed for the wedding, and as soon as the ceremony was over, he got up and he left. But
He rolled out.
But all these photos and all this stuff is still there. So
That's hilarious.
So she found him, and she's like, "Why are you crashing my wedding?" He's like, "I didn't even want to be at your wedding. I am sorry."
you would have thought that when he walked up to the church, he would have probably texted his girlfriend or whatever else, been
Right.
like, "Hey, so I'm here. Like, what's up? You
Yeah.
know, like what's going on?"
Apparently, he did not.
Apparently, he did not.
He just walked in, sat down. But how uncomfortable would that be?
Oh yeah.
At that moment, you're just like, this isn't what I'm supposed
The
to
moment
be.
of realization has to hit you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah,
Just, oh
I'm
my
not gonna
God,
lie
I'm
to you.
not
I
supposed to be
probably
here.
wouldn't have cared. I probably just walked out and been like, what am I doing here? This is-
Well, they had a picture, and he did look uncomfortable. Or one of the pictures that he is in, he looked like he's looking around, like I don't.
You know,
what
if that
am I
guy
here?
really wanted to have some fun, he could have stood up and been like, "I loved you the whole time," and then just walks out. And then everyone,
just wait until. Are there any objections? I have an objection.
who's that guy? I've never seen him before. I swear. Oh, my word.
Yeah, he could have had some fun with that. You're right.
See, this is my problem. The juvenile delinquent diabolical inside of me just was like, but how could we have made this a good time?
Yes, but he's there alone. Yeah. Anyway, the whole thing it just
Wild.
makes me uncomfortable even thinking about
yeah.
it because here you are. It's like okay, so there he is. Here's another little tidbit that might make you uncomfortable.
Oh boy.
Not really. In the UK, a town in the UK sounded the alarm after smelling what they thought was a gas leak, which is a pretty big deal. So they called out everybody. They called out the fire department, police department, all these people, and it turns out that it was the world's smelliest fruit,
Which is
the stench coming the world's durian, Durian, a delicacy throughout Southeast Asia.
of course it's Asia. Okay.
And it's the world's smelliest fruit. I knew it smelled bad, but I think it would bring the gas. I didn't think it'd bring the gas board out," said the owner of the store. He sold the funky fruit. An engineer with the Cadet Gas Company had been dispatched to the store. So anyway, it's a whole big deal, and it was just a smelly fruit.
That's disgusting.
So
Ugh.
Does it taste good?
How can it? How can something taste good if it smells bad?
isn't like a huge part of your taste smell?
I feel like it is.
I mean, you never know. I like the smell of coffee, but I don't particularly love the bitterness of coffee.
You know, hey, that is a great example.
It is. It
That's a
actually
great
is.
example. Thank you, Peter. I, you know what? That's good. I stand corrected. That was very good. But how could something smell terrible? Is what I'm saying. And you like the taste. I guess it's the reverse.
I'm just saying, if it's the reverse, maybe it could happen one way or the other.
I feel like
don't know.
the senses
I feel like we need a durian and just need to try it out.
Need to try it out.
Let me know how that goes. I'll be watching. I have a pretty strong nose. If something's like just,
Yeah.
like, oh, now you want me to put that in my mouth? Yeah, no, thank you.
Well, is there anything that smells great but tastes awful? I'm sure there is. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Well, I think that, like Peter was just saying, I mean, like coffee can smell really, really good, but some people can hate the taste of it.
Yeah.
I happen to enjoy both.
Right now.
What's that?
It's the only example I can think of right now.
And me too. I'm missing my coffee.
Not that coffee tastes bad. It's just the smell of coffee.
Some
It's
coffee
better than the taste.
I just like it a lot better than the taste of it.
Yeah.
Right.
I love the smell. I mean, for example, one of my favorite my favorite cigar that I smoke is a coffee infused cigar. And when I explain this to people, they're like, okay, I say, hey, when you walk into like a really good coffee shop and that aroma is just, hanging in the air. And they're like, yeah, I said, imagine smoking that. And they're like, oh, okay. That could be interesting.
Like, I like the smell of freshly cut grass, but I wouldn't eat grass.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't eat grass either, but I don't think it would hurt you if you did. I don't think it'd taste bad.
It wouldn't taste very good.
Yeah.
It's like
grass.
Lettuce. No, but that's what
a little
ranch.
ranch.
I think we got
everything would be great with ranch.
Little ranch
just put some ranch on it. Just throw it in a bowl, put some ranch on it. You'd be fine.
There you go.
Mix it all on down a little bit. No, I think it's an interesting example. There's lots there. I can think of several things that like smelled good, but then if you like taste them, you're like, ooh, I'm not a fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
But then like stuff that like I know that comes out, and I'm like, oh, the smell is just pungent.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay away from that. My body's already been like, yeah.
Well, I agree. I think if you smelled bad, you would automatically taste bad. I just
what
don't
do we think
in
the chat, people? Would you be more likely to be surprised by something if it smelled good and tasted bad, or would you be more likely to try something that smelled horrible and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and it's probably gonna taste good?
Yeah,
and that's terrible. I asked that question all bad, but the point is. It makes more sense to me that something could smell good and not taste good than smell bad and taste good.
Yeah. So put that in the comments while we go to break. But before we go to break, Denise says, back to the wedding thing. Does anyone object to the wedding? And he could have just got up and walked out. Could you imagine just like, does anybody object to the wedding? He just hangs his head, starts maybe manufacture a tear, causes a scene, storms out of the wedding.
He didn't even have to. He just gets up and just stares longingly. And then walks like halfway to the back of the auditorium, turns
look over the
forlornly, looks over his shoulder, and then walks out shaking his head without saying a word.
That'd be hilarious.
Now I want to try this.
Just show up at a random wedding.
Start driving around looking for full churches on a Saturday or Friday night.
So there you go. All right, Peter, why don't we take us to break and we'll come back and see if anybody's got any responses to the question and we'll go on from there.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Ahoy, morning brothers, and welcome back to Friday. It's Friday. It just is.
It is.
It just is. So, Peter put up a poll, but Cindy commented, grass wouldn't be bad as long as no one would just walk their dog. Not sure. Paula says, not sure, but if I was just to plug my nose, maybe it would be okay if you, once you swallow it, kind of like cough syrup. And I don't like the smell of garlic, but I eat it in food. Garlic bread tastes fantastic, says Denise. So, yeah, I don't know. If it smells good and you didn't know what it was.
But like a freshly baked garlic bread, that smells delicious.
It does smell delicious.
It smells wonderful.
Yeah, if it smells good.
So I don't know if I was going to say, I don't know if I can, we're kind of parsing there. Like on its own, yeah, garlic, that might not be,
Well, nobody eats just garlic.
Yeah, especially not vampires.
Especially not vampires. Exactly.
Get your wooden stakes out. It's Friday. It's almost October.
It's Friday. Yeah, but if somebody says something in front of you, if you don't know what it is, it smells good, you're going to try it. If it smells bad, you're not even going to try it.
Correct.
Right? I mean,
correct.
Just, it may
Well,
taste.
what if someone tells you that it tastes really good?
Yeah,
Depends on the someone.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people have come in? Oh, you got to try
Depends on
this.
their pitch.
Oh, you've just never tried it with me. Yeah, you know what? I have. I've tried it in a multiplicity of ways, and I hate it.
Well, not necessarily food, but we've all had somebody say, "Oh my God, that smells horrible. Smell this."
Yes.
No. No.
Yes. Thank you. You've just declared to me that this is awesome, and no, I don't want to partake in it just because you did it to yourself.
No,
like,
you
yeah, that's terrible. Please let me get a whole face full of this.
This
Like,
smells awful. Here, smell it. No, same thing with taste. Oh, this is terrible. Taste it. No,
I don't want to experience that.
I just believe you.
Yeah.
So, I hate the taste of cherry. I blame cough syrup, says Jeff.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like the taste of grapes, but I think having that like grape flavored cough syrup.
Yeah,
that I
but
had as a kid,
grapes don't taste like
They
grape
don't.
flavor.
it's a different taste.
It's a whole different thing.
yeah.
So yeah, if you get just to eat a
But like
handful
grape
of grapes,
soda or grape flavored everything, I'm just kind of out on it. This
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
But I'll eat grapes because they.
So not a wine guy.
No, but that's different. That's artificial grape as opposed
no,
to real
that's
grape.
actually real grape. I think that's real grape. I think
Hold
the
on.
grape soda is artificial grape.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
grape soda.
Grape soda and grape flavored cough syrup is artificial. And I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
Yes,
that.
yes,
But
yes.
wine and real grapes
Oh,
are different.
I thought you were saying that wine was artificial.
Right.
You were like, that's
No.
different because that's artificial. I was like, what do you mean?
No,
I'm like,
no.
they literally grow vineyards of grapes to make the wine. I'm like, weird. Hold on.
Yeah. So
That was the reason for my face just then. When I was like,
I was like, what?
what did you just say?
yeah, I was right there with you. I'm like, well, wine doesn't get any more grape than wine. It's just real grape all the way around.
That was a good time.
Yeah. Paula says her grandpa used to eat garlic because he didn't want his grandma to know he drank a beer or two. Cover up the
Smooth move,
That
Gramps.
is-
She probably knew.
yeah,
She probably knew
At some
anyways.
point, he started acting a little weird, smelling like garlic, and it's like, all right.
Yeah, yeah. It's like when you could you imagine just popping a mouthful of garlic?
Oh,
That'd be awful.
so the kids would say, brother, ew.
What is that?
Yeah. Got a couple stories we can throw in here before we get set for the day. I don't know which one to read. Jessica Precadio drove down a freeway on September 15th in Los Angeles County. She heard a pop, then immediately experienced sharp pain in her backside. Said she thought she'd been shot, but when paramedics arrived, they saw that her left buttock had been pierced by a metal rod that had come through the rear of her Ford Fusion and
no.
through the driver's seat. I was so confused, and basically they recommend if you have a load of something, just make sure you strap it down.
Ouch.
But could you imagine? She just,
That could have ended a whole few different ways. I mean, that's,
well, at least it hit her butt. I mean, that could go through your spine or
Yes.
whatever else.
anyway, okay, I'm going to leave that alone.
I remember there was one 911 show that I saw a clip of where it was like a scene where a guy had a barbed like metal pole go through him,
Yeah.
but he was like so in shock that he kind of just didn't feel it at first. So the paramedics got there and he's just like talking with him. He's like, "Did you see that barb come down and hit me?" And everyone's like, "Are you all right? Like, do you need any help?" He's like, "No, this building's owned by the city. I'm gonna get paid."
And then he looked down and he's like, "Oh crap! I have a rod."
And they're like, "That's great, man. But we need to get to the hospital."
Yeah, we need to figure this out. Yeah. So, all
Got to read this one.
right, do it.
Questionable judgment, the bottom one.
Yep.
So Sean O'Donnell, 46, was charged with murder in late August. NBC News reported on September 2nd when deputies first responded on August 17th at O'Donnell's home. They found Aaron Pratt, 34, dead with a gunshot wound to his head. With a gunshot wound to his head, and he died from the injuries.
That part's sad.
Yes, that's terrible.
That
right?
is terrible.
This is horrible. Authorities first believed his death was a suicide, but then said things weren't adding up. Allegedly, O'Donnell and Pratt were taking turns shooting each other in the head with a rifle while wearing a Kevlar helmet and while being under the influence of alcohol. O'Donnell was held on $300. No, you go, Peter. All right, that was a good one. All right. Hold on, make sure it's on right. Your turn.
Did they just use the same Kevlar helmet, just pass it back and forth? 'Cause- Let's see if I can hit the hole that's already in there.
Everyone knows this. I'm about as, far a certain way as you can get, and I am all for the Second Amendment. But it's people like this, I'm like, you idiots are the guys that ruin this for everyone. Like, you're the one that people are like, yeah, you see, because of this, we should be doing this. Like, what do you...
And what is a Kevlar helmet? I've heard of Kevlar vests, but is it a Kevlar helmet?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it'd be pretty... If they'd done this multiple times... It would seem that, it was sort of working, but...
It kind of works, but it doesn't stop a straight bullet to the head.
Like point blank range.
It's not bulletproof.
Right. And like I said, if they're using the same one, maybe they just went through a dent that's already in there.
People are just so dumb.
And for the record, this was in Texas, not Florida. So
okay.
Texas man. So, all right, Peter, let's take another break. And when we come back, we will get set for the day.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Hey, you want to see something really scary?
3, chills, and things that go bump in the night. The Freshman's House of Terror. Family-friendly Halloween treat, visit the Midwest Haunted Rail. Unlimited rides on the Ghost Train, trolley, and carousel, blow-ups, and carnival rides, all for one low price. Kids 4 and under free. Scare up some fun at Midwest Haunted Rails, McMillan Park, Mount Pleasant.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
It's Friday. Friday.
It's like Sunday, Monster Truck Rally.
Yeah, but it's Friday. So we'll take it. I'll tell you what, I don't think Tim uses that stand as much as you do. You're like all about it.
I'm all about it.
It's working for you.
Yes.
So, Peter, should we get set for the day?
No.
All right, then. All right, well, thanks everybody for coming.
That's it.
We'll just wrap it up. Let's get set for the day. It is Friday, September 26th. This is episode 398. 398. We're getting close to the 400.
Almost 1,000.
It's going down in the 319.
It's coming up. 1,000's right around the corner. It is 7:44 a.m. Temperature right now in Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, Washington is 54 degrees.
54.
But fear not, kids. It's going to get hot today.
It is. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, it's going to get 86. Lots of sunshine today and a high of 86. And I looked ahead a little bit, and it's going to stay in the 80s for a while.
It's going to be some golf weather.
Yeah.
So, which is wild.
Yeah, it's gonna stay warm for a while. Today's headlines from SoutheastIowaUnion.com. Fairfield begins drying down Walton Lake, but unsure if bridge can be replaced this year. Henry County certifies $8,900 in Hershey Hall project costs, and years after Ballard's discussion halted, advocates turn to sidewalk art. That's kind of a mouthful. Say that fast 2 times. It is Friday, has been established, which means it's Football Friday. Tonight, Fairfield hosts Solon in a district matchup that's pretty tough. I think Solon's ranked number 1 or
pretty close,
right up there.
They're 4-0.
Yeah. So Fairfield, not that you can't do it, but you got a tough road tonight. And tonight in Mount Pleasant, the Mount Pleasant Panthers take on the Washington Demons.
Go Demons.
That you can watch on not right here. Not on this one, but you can watch it on youtube.com at Mount Pleasant Live, and Mount is spelled out. So MountPleasant Live. So YouTube at Mount Pleasant Live, all spelled out. You can watch it. I think Peter's putting something in the comments. So there you go. In the chat, sorry. So anyway, that game will be live. You can watch it on YouTube. This day in history, and this day in 1960, the first in a series of televised debates seen by some 85 to 120 million viewers between presidential candidates John F. Kennedy and Vice President Richard Nixon was broadcast.
What is the difference between an alpaca and a llama?
I don't know.
I was going to try to make it the entire way without interrupting him once, just to mess with him even more.
It does throw me off.
It's the haircut.
The way you spell it.
Basically, if you put any 2 random high school teenage boys next to each other right now, their haircuts is going to be very, very similar. One's going to be an alpaca, one's going to be a llama.
You got the alpaca cut, you got the llama cut.
Yes.
I mean, I remember as a kid wondering what the difference between a hamster and a guinea pig, and then my brother got a hamster and I got a guinea pig, and let me tell you, there's a big difference.
Well, guinea pig is like 10 times the size.
Yeah, it could eat a hamster if it
Right.
wanted to. It's massive.
I'll tell you a quick, not kind of disturbing hamster story. My sister, when we were kids, got a hamster, and we bought the hamster, didn't think anything of it, put it in a cage, and 2 days later, it had a whole litter of babies, and the next day, all the babies were gone. Couldn't figure it out.
So I have the differences for you here. So alpacas and llamas look very similar at first glance, but they're pretty different once you break it down. Size and build. Llamas are much larger. They can weigh 250 to 450 pounds, stand about 5.5 to 6 feet tall. Alpacas, smaller, usually about 120 to 200, about 3 feet at the shoulder. Fiber and wool. Alpacas are bred mainly for their super soft, fine fleece. It's like for clothing and textiles. Llamas are a coarser outer hair, not as valuable, mainly used for pack animals rather than wool production. There's a whole thing here. Face and ears, temperament. Llamas more independent, can be protective, even aggressive if threatened. Alpacas more docile, shy, and very herd-oriented. So there's just a few differences.
Sure.
Yeah. So the thing is, if you're going to get in a fight with an alpaca.
No.
No,
Yes,
you said they're docile and smaller.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
No, yes.
No, yes. John, random joke, random quote, or random fact?
Random fact.
Random fact. Did you know that the voices of Mickey and Minnie Mouse got married in real life? That's it. That's the whole fact.
That's wild.
That is interesting.
Good for them. They spent enough time together.
Yeah, they did. And in a small booth trying to talk men. No,
Maybe
not.
Maybe there was. Okay, I'm not. Maybe in that small booth. Huh?
Takeaway for today, Jeff. We'll start out with Jeff's weekend takeaway. Between stories about readers, cheaters, and 1970s TV and music, Morning Breath has established itself as the #1 older generation live video blog, brought to us by KCTC. It kind of is.
Did they talk about the difference in Emperor's New Groove? It has been a while since I've seen that movie, but
between an alpaca and a llama.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jeff, as a lifelong fan of Emperor's New Groove, it's he goes like the demon. He has like the demon llama, where he's like demon llama, where like there's like that whole thing in there. But yeah, he's and then there's Pacha, not to be confused with Paca. But I mean, it's a llama. Like he's a llama in Emperor's New Groove. So
yeah.
I don't know if they really break down I don't remember them breaking down the difference, Jeff. I'm trying to rework this in my brain.
Well, between football and Ryder Cup this weekend, we'll have to watch Emperor's New Groove. Still a great
And-
movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is. There are so many quotable lines in that movie. Kronk is my favorite
Kronk is
character.
great.
Like Kronk is he's phenomenal.
There you go.
Like when they're in the closet and it's like, all right, Kronk, break the door down. Break it down. You kidding? This is hand carved mahogany. There's just so many of them.
John, do you have a takeaway for today?
It's the most random collection of national days that I think I've ever seen. National Alpaca Day, Native American Day, Save the Koala Day, and Lumberjack Day. So really, if you think about it, if you put this in like context, Native Americans could have been there, right, hanging out with their alpacas. The lumberjacks came in doing their stuff. No, sorry, they were hanging out with the koalas. The lumberjacks came in. The Native Americans fled, riding their alpacas. If you want to just put this whole thing together, I don't know, but that's what I take away. Is it's just a weird national day, apparently.
I'm just going to ride with whatever you just said. I didn't follow it all the way, but it's all right.
You're like, you lost me at,
you lost me
at koalas.
Exact koalas. SPP, you got a takeaway?
My takeaway is that I guess I should start trying foods that smell bad and taste good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to revise my stance. I'm going to double down on I'm not going to be trying foods that smell terribly.
My takeaway is that apparently Kevlar helmets are not 100% effective. So keep that in mind.
And the other thing with these people, you said it was in Asia, right? That it was the food?
durian.
Yeah,
the food?
England.
Oh,
UK.
No, it's got to be Asian.
It was Asian fruit, but it's
Asian fruit.
in
Okay.
the UK.
I was about to go down a whole trail because when I went to overseas and was in Asia, it's like they had, they were taking spiders and live scorpions, like literally sitting there wiggling on the stick and like frying them and then serving them as a delicacy. I'm sorry, you're on crack. I'm not eating that. Like, no, I'm not.
Well, Indiana
we're not doing
Jones.
that.
Was it Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade where they do that? They have like baby snakes and big bugs and
Maybe it tastes like chicken.
probably does.
I'll never know.
Everything tastes like chicken. All right, everybody, have a good weekend. David says have a good weekend and go USA in the Ryder Cup.
Yes, sir.
We will be back on Monday, and as far as I know, Tim, and we'll kind of have the gang all back together. And
Woo Pig Suey, Jeff says, yep.
Woo Pig Suey.
Beat the Catholics. Go for it.
There you go.
Notre Dame.
All right, everybody, have a good Friday, a good weekend, and we will see you again on Monday.